Hello friends, welcome to our channel Aha Zindagi Tricky Maths. In this lecture, we will discuss some important concepts of pipes and cisterns, and we will also solve some problems based on our discussion. Okay, so we will see what the system is. So see, in pipes and cisterns, normally this is tank. Okay, it is in the form of cylinder or it is the cuboid. Okay, so this pipe which is filling the tank is called inlet pipe, and the pipe which is draining the tank is called outlet pipe. Okay, so outlet pipe will empty the tank and inlet pipe will fill the tank. If you observe, level of inlet pipe will always be above the level of outlet pipe. Okay, so what is inlet pipe? A pipe connected with a tank or a cistern or a reservoir. All these terms are same. That fills it is known as an inlet. Okay, so this one is inlet because it is filling the tank. Next term is outlet. Okay, so as we discussed, a pipe connected with a tank or a cistern, emptying it is known as outlet. So this is our outlet pipe. Okay, some important points you may note down. Suppose a pipe can fill a tank in X hours. Then part filled in 1 hour. Part filled means part of the tank is filled in 1 hour is equal to 1 by x. For example, a pipe is filling a tank in 2 hours. So in 1 hour, how much part will be filled? So 1 by 2, okay, means half of the tank will be filled in 1 hour. Similarly, if a pipe can empty a full tank in Y hours, then part emptied in 1 hour will be equal to 1 by Y. Okay. Now consider the case when inlet and outlet pipes both are opened simultaneously. Okay. And inlet pipe can fill the tank in X hours while outlet pipe can empty the tank in Y hours, where Y is greater than X, means emptying rate is less than filling rate. Okay, if the pipe can fill in 5 hours, then empty it can be emptied in 10 hours, like that. Okay, so Y is greater than X, then on opening both the pipes simultaneously, the net part filled in 1 hour, so it will be 1 by X minus 1 by Y. So please note down, when Y is greater than X, the tank will always be getting filled. Okay, so level of water will always increase when Y is greater than X. Consider the opposite case, that is X is greater than Y instead of Y is greater than X. That is empty rate is more than, okay, filling rate. So in this case, tank will get empty. So in 1 hour, the portion of the tank that get emptied is 1 by Y minus 1 by X. So based on this discussion, we will solve some problems on pipes and cisterns. So what is this problem? If two pipes function simultaneously, the reservoir will be filled in 12 hours. Okay, so two pipes both are inlet pipes and filling the tank in 12 hours when working parallelly. Okay, when simultaneously they are opened. The second pipe fills the reservoir 10 hours faster than the first. Means if first pipe is taking suppose 30 hours, second pipe will take 20 hours only. So how many hours does it take the second pipe to fill the reservoir? Means in how many hours only second pipe can fill the whole tank. Okay. So how we can find? So we will assume the time taken by the second pipe. Let second pipe fills the tank fills the tank in x hours. X hours, as we know that second pipe is 10 hours faster than the first. So time taken by time first pipe, it will be x plus 10. So it will be x plus 10 hours. And it is also given that when both pipes are working simultaneously, the reservoir will be filled in 12 hours. So in 1 hour, how much part of the reservoir will be filled? That is 1 by 12. So part filled by first pipe in 1 hour is 1 by x plus 10, and part of the tank filled by second pipe is 1 by x, and this is equal to 1 by 12, because it is given that when both are working simultaneously in 12 hours both pipe can fill the reservoir. Okay, so from this equation we have to find x. So after seeing x plus, we have to take LCM. So x plus 10 divided by x into x plus 10 equal to 1 by 12. So after simplification, we will get x square minus 14x minus 120 is equal to 12. And then we have to find the factors, and factors will be x minus 20 into x plus 6 equal to 0. So it will give two values of x, that is x equal to 20 or x equal to minus 6. But what is x? X is the time, but can time be negative? No, as time cannot be negative, cannot be negative. So we have to neglect x equal to minus 6. So x will be equal to 20. Okay, therefore required time is 20 hours. So in 20 hours second pipe can fill the tank. Okay, we will discuss one more problem. See, three pipes A, B and C are attached to a tank, and pipe A can fill the tank in 20 minutes, pipe B can fill the tank in 30 minutes, while C is the outlet pipe which can empty the tank in 15 minutes. So it is given A, B and C are kept open successively for 1 minute each. Okay. So first A will be open, then after 1 minute it will be closed, and pipe B will be open, then after one more minute, that is after second minute. Okay. After 2 minutes pipe B will be closed and C will be open, like that. Means simultaneously no pipe will work. Okay, and we have to find how soon will the tank be filled. Okay, how can we find? So this is somewhat tricky. Okay, so we have to assume 3 3 minute time interval, because all the pipes will work for only 1 minute, and in 3 minutes interval all the pipe will work for 1 minute. Okay, so A plus B plus C is 3 minutes work. In these 3 minutes all pipe will work for only 1 minute. Okay, 3 minutes work when opened alternately or successively. Okay, so this will be, see, pipe A can fill in 20 minutes, so in 1 minute 1 by 20 part it will fill, and pipe B can fill in 30 minutes, so in 1 minute 1 by 30 part it can fill, and pipe C is the empty pipe, so it can fill in one, it will empty 1 by 15 part. So this will be equal to 1 by 60 part. So 1 by 60 part will get filled in 3 minutes. Okay. Next, see, simply we can't calculate like ABC 3 minute work is 1 by 60. So in 180 minutes, okay, 3 into 60 minutes, the tank will get filled because the negative contribution of this, okay, and this is not all pipes are opened simultaneously, okay, it is working successively. So we have to use heat and trial method. So instead of 60, we will assume 55 minutes interval. Okay. Part fill in 3 into 55, that is 165 minutes, will be equal to 55 into 1 by 60. So 55 by 60 or 11 by 12 part will be filled in 165 minutes. So what will be remaining part? See, remaining part will be equal to 1 minus 11 by 12. So it will be 1 by 12. Now we have to see with 1 minute interval. Okay. So next, which pipe will be opened? So next pipe A will be opened. Okay. So now it is A's turn. A's turn. So how much part will be filled by A? So part filled by A, because it will be open for 1 minute only, filled by A will be equal to 1 by 20. So after this 1 minute, means after 166 minute, how much part is remaining to be filled? Remaining part is 1 by 12, 1 by 12 minus 1 by 20, and this is equal to 1 by 30. Next term will be B's, and okay, and you can notice here in 1 minute pipe B can fill 1 by 30 tanks, so this can be filled by B only. So in next minute B can fill the tank. Okay. So which can be filled by B in 1 minute. In next minute. So what will be the total time? Therefore total time to fill the tank will be, see, 165 minute plus 1 minute for A and 1 minute for B, that is 167 minute, and in hour you can write 2 hours and 47 minutes. Okay friends, so in this lecture we have discussed about pipes and cisterns, and we have also solved some problems based on our discussion. Okay, thank you.